jumped out a plane, tried falling more in love with you. We missed the train each morning, and then we don't know what to do. I can't live with or without you. We could be dying if our hearts beat.
Hey, what's up everyone? Hope you're having a good evening tonight. So let's take a look at the total crypto market cap and get the night started off. So as a lot of you know, we actually had the news of the Fed rate hike today, and it's not getting raised as aggressively as a lot of people were believing, so the market reacted pretty nicely. And not just the crypto market, stocks, precious metals, crypto, all around looked absolutely great today. So we now have bears losing momentum on the MACD for the weekly, which is absolutely what we want to be seeing right now. The stochastic is still cross bearish but beginning to coil up. The RSI pulled back up into the neutral zone, and now we're just consolidating on this weekly candle, looking like it may make an attempt at bullish engulfing soon. Beautiful bullish engulfing candle on the daily here. Bears losing momentum on the MACD with a bullish cross on the stochastic. Neutral on the RSI. Bulls gaining momentum on the MACD for the 4 hour. Stochastics cross bullish, but it is beginning to coil up. Bullish control zone on the RSI. And nice little pump that we've had going on here so far. And for the 1 hour, we're currently overbought on the RSI. Slightly cross bearish on the stochastic, but it's beginning to coil up. Bulls are losing momentum on the MACD. It does look like we have a little bit of a bull flag going on here though, which is very nice to see. So overall, the total crypto market cap is looking much nicer than it was yesterday after this Fed news. Alright, so let's take a look at Bitcoin. Bears losing momentum on the MACD for the weekly. Stochastics cross bearish, but it is beginning to coil up. Still very slightly in the bearish control zone for now on the RSI, but it looks like it is attempting to get into neutral territory. And we are currently attempting to bullishly engulf above the previous weekly candle and get back above this fib level here. So really liking the looks of both Bitcoin and total crypto market cap. Bitcoin might even look slightly better currently than the total cap. We have the first bullish momentum beginning to build on the MACD for the daily since the 4th of April, which that's great to see here. Bullish cross on the stochastic under the 20 zone, neutral zone now on the RSI. Very nice bullish engulfing, attempting to get back above that fib level. Bulls gaining momentum on the MACD for the 4 hour. Stochastics coiled up pretty heavily above the 80. Still in the bullish control zone for now on the RSI. And for now on the candles, we've broken above the fib level. We're retracing a bit, so it may attempt to form support at this fib level here, which that would be absolutely phenomenal for Bitcoin. Bull flag going on here on the hourly. No bearish divergence on the hourly RSI either, so that's very nice. Stochastic did slightly cross bearish, so that would be worth keeping an eye on. And bulls losing momentum on the MACD for the 1 hour. So ideally what I'd like to see on Bitcoin would be for it to maybe just pull back slightly more, just touch this fib level, form support here, and push off of here. And if we get that, could be a start of a reversal for Bitcoin, which is what we've been waiting on. Alright, so for Ethereum, bears losing momentum on the MACD for the weekly. Stochastics cross bearish, but beginning to coil up pretty heavily. Neutral on the RSI, and very nice bullish engulfing above the previous week going on. Bears losing momentum on the MACD for the daily with a bullish cross on the stochastic. Neutral on the RSI, and very nice bullish engulfing above the past about 4 days worth of candles, and attempting to bullishly engulf over the past week worth of candles on the daily. So really liking the looks of Ethereum as well. Most cryptos look very nice right now after this news played out. Bulls gaining momentum on the MACD for the 4 hour, bullish cross on the stochastic, bullish control zone on the RSI. Yeah, nice mini rally going on here so far. Bitcoin would probably be the nicest looking out of the charts that I've seen so far today, just because we're up above the fib level and attempting to form support there now, but most cryptos that are probably going to be looking very nice today. I'll actually check out the hourly first quick here. Oh yeah, on the hourly we're actually attempting to break bullish out of this bull flag and rally. Yeah, Ethereum's looking quite nice today. XRP, if that's back into the pennant, that will be looking phenomenal. We're just below it, so we're at a very key inflection zone on this asset. Bears are still gaining momentum on the MACD. Stochastics crossed bearish. Bearish control zone on the RSI. And so far, it's just looking like it's confirming resistance at this level. So we really want to get back into this pennant and then confirm it as support instead of resistance. For the daily, bears losing momentum on the MACD with a bullish cross on the stochastic. Still in the bearish control zone for now on the RSI. I do like the looks of this daily candle here though. If we can just break back into the pennant like I was saying, it's going to be looking much, much nicer for XRP. I don't want this to be a strong resistance level and then just push off this to the downside. We've been consolidating into this pennant since December of 2020, so this is going to be a very large move coming whichever direction that this decides to truly break. Alright, so for the 4 hour, bulls gaining momentum on the MACD, bullish cross on the stochastic, bullish control zone on the RSI with more room to run to the upside, and very nice bullish engulfing candles. So yeah, it's looking nicer for XRP, but over the next few days we're really going to want to see it get back into this pennant. Bulls losing very slight momentum on the MACD for the 1 hour. Stochastics cross bullish but coiling up quite a bit. Overbought on the RSI, but we are bullishly engulfing on the candles. So XRP is probably the more concerning looking chart out of all the cryptos so far, just because we really want to get back into the pennant. It's not looking horrible though, it is attempting to rally and potentially break back in, so we'll see how the next few days plays out on this asset. Alright, so let's see how Crypto.com is doing. Chronos. On the daily, bears are losing momentum on the MACD, bullish cross on the stochastic. We were quite oversold on the RSI, now we're pulling back up nicely. And bullish engulfing above the previous candle, attempting to bullishly engulf above this red one as well. If we get a nice little V-shaped recovery here, that would be looking quite nice. Hey, what's up, Norm? Hope you're having a good night tonight. And bulls are gaining momentum on the MACD for the 4 hour, bullish cross on the stochastic, neutral on the RSI. And pretty heavy consolidation going on here on the 4 hour candles. Bulls losing very slight momentum on the MACD for the 1 hour, stochastics coiled up pretty heavily. We were very slightly overbought on the RSI, still in the bullish control zone now, and now we're attempting to bullishly engulf again. So it's looking alright, not as nice as some of the other charts we've just looked at, but not looking horrible either for now. Alright, so let's see how VVS Finance is looking today. Yeah, this was very oversold. And bullish cross on the daily stochastic with bears losing momentum on the MACD. Still oversold on the RSI. And looking like the candles is starting to round out a bit here. Bulls gaining momentum on the MACD for the 4 hour. 4 hour bullish divergence, so definitely a very nice accumulation zone for potential rally. Still in the bearish control zone for now, but looks like the RSI is attempting to get back up into neutral. And stochastic is crossed very nicely bullish on the 4 hour. Bulls making a little attempt at gaining momentum again on the 1 hour. Bullish control zone on the RSI. Cross bearish, but starting to coil up quite a lot on the stochastic and attempting the bullishly engulf. So this is looking like we do have a potential bottom on this asset. If the total crypto market and Bitcoin begin to run, I wouldn't be surprised if this would be the bottom for VBS Finance. Especially with the nice 4 hour bullish divergence, bulls gaining momentum, bullish cross on the stochastic. And we're already pulled back so heavily, we're almost at the bottom of the fib extension. So phenomenal accumulation zone if this asset gets another run up for this cycle. Plus the utility of this token alone, it makes it very appealing to be accumulating at these levels. Alright, polar. Bears gaining slight momentum on the MACD for the daily. Bearish cross on the stochastic. Pretty close to oversold, but still more room to go to the downside if it really wants to on the RSI. And bearishly engulfing on the daily. 4 hour bears gaining momentum on the MACD. Stochastic is cross bullish, but starting to coil up. Bearish control zone on the RSI with more room to run to the downside, and bearish engulfing on the 4 hour candles attempting to break support. 1 hour bears gaining some momentum with a bearish cross on the stochastic, bearish control zone on the RSI, and bearish engulfing on the candles. Attempting to break support on the 1 hour as well. So polar's not really looking the best currently. If we do see the support break, could be quite a crazy downside on this asset, so I'd remain cautious on polar for now. Sphere's looking alright today though, up 41%. Oh yeah, very nice rally, looking like we might get a little V-shaped recovery here. We are still not overbought on the RSI for the 4 hour, more room to run to the upside. Stochastic is coiled up quite a lot, so looking like it's attempting to decide what to do for its next major move. Very nice price action on the candles. Quite overbought on the 1 hour RSI. Bulls losing very slight momentum on the MACD for now. Stochastic's coiling up pretty heavily. Yeah, as I was saying on the stream last night, we were down around just where this first big candle started here. So around 17 cents roughly. And I was saying if we get one more nice little push that this could rally up to around the top of here. So it's looking like it is attempting to get to the top of the chart here. Now, there was another sphere chart before that had a lot more information on it. I'm not quite sure why that one disappeared, and we only have, let's see, 6 days worth of information here. But based off the limited information we have available, the chart is looking quite nice right now. Is there anything that you guys want me to check out for you tonight? Alright, Dogecoin. Bulls gaining momentum on the MACD for the weekly. Stochastic's attempting to cross bullish. We are still slightly in the bearish control zone on the RSI, but looks like it's attempting to get up around the neutral zone. And we are now attempting to bullishly engulf on the weekly candles. So what I really want to see on Doge is for us to form a higher high and break the consecutive lower highs and lower lows we've been forming here. And once we get back up above this fib level and form support here, get another higher high at that point, chart's going to be looking much, much nicer on this asset. Bears losing momentum on the MACD for the daily, stochastic very slightly cross bullish, neutral on the RSI, and bullish engulfing on the daily candles. Bulls gaining a decent amount of momentum on the MACD for the 4 hour, bullish cross on the stochastic, bullish control zone on the RSI, and bullish engulfing. So for this asset, I'm accumulating until we pass 15 cents USD. So still got a little ways to go before we break my accumulation zone. Anytime it's at 15 cents and under, that's when I've been accumulating this asset. At 15 cents, that would be about a 5x the previous all-time highs, which is what I typically aim for my risk-reward ratio at the least. If it does get a new all-time high run-up, I wouldn't be surprised if it even did a 10x and got as high as around $1.50 from 15 cents, which that would be a very, very nice return if that were to play out. Bulls gaining momentum on the hourly. RSI looks nice, more room to run to the upside. Stochastic is coiled up above the 80, but we're bullishly engulfing. Let's see if there's any bullish divergence. Yeah, no clear bullish divergence, but it does look like there's potential trend reversal going on here. Going to need to wait to see if we get back up above the bottom of the fib extension, and if we form a higher high, that could start to be confirming the reversal. Bears losing momentum on the MACD for the weekly, stochastics cross bearish. Let's see. Yeah, Shiba's... No, Doge is definitely a nicer looking asset than Shiba currently. Doge, we're below the fib extension currently. 786 is still a very nice accumulation zone to be accumulating at, but between Shiba and Doge, Doge would be what I'd prefer to be accumulating right now. So, pretty close to the neutral zone on the RSI, and it's a pretty heavy consolidation on the candle for the weekly. For the daily, bears losing momentum on the MACD, bullish cross on the stochastic, bearish control zone on the RSI, and bullish engulfing on the candles. Bulls gaining momentum on the MACD for the 4 hour, bullish cross on the stochastic, bullish control zone on the RSI, and attempting to bullishly engulf now on the candles. And just in this little trend here, it looks like we got low, high, higher low, higher low, attempting to form a higher high now. And if we get back up above this fib level at 0.00002306 and form support at that level, it'll start to be looking nicer for SHIB. I really want to see it get back up above this fib level though, the 786. Overall, it is starting to look nicer. I'd still wait for more confirmation on this asset, but it's starting to show signs of a potential reversal and showing a little life. Alright, AION. Bulls continue to lose momentum on the MACD for the weekly, bearish cross on the stochastic, bearish control zone on the RSI, and we're just consolidating on the weekly candle currently. Bears losing momentum on the MACD for the daily with a bullish cross on the stochastic. We were just oversold on the RSI, now we're just in the bearish control zone for now. Looks like it's attempting to get back up around the neutral zone. And some bullish engulfing going on the daily candle. Bulls gaining momentum on the MACD for the 4 hour, bullish cross on the stochastic. Bullish control zone on the RSI. And just quite a bit of consolidation going on the 4 hour candles here. Bulls gaining some, cooling off slightly on this hourly candle, but the bulls were gaining momentum. Bearish cross on the stochastic. We didn't get quite overbought on the RSI, but close to it. Now we're just consolidating still in the bullish control zone. And Looks like it's just consolidating here at this level. It'll attempt to decide what to do. I'd be waiting for some more signs of a rally on this asset, but this is a very, very nice accumulation zone on this asset if it does get a nice run again for this cycle. So far for this cycle, the high that we've seen was up around 70 cents, which is probably about a 9x from where we are now, which is still a very nice return, let alone if we were to see previous all-time highs, which would be absolutely crazy. This is a very high risk, high reward altcoin though, so there's not really any utility to this. It's basically a shit coin, just high risk, high reward, and just accumulating it based purely off the chart. I wouldn't be accumulating right now though until it starts to show some more signs of life, but could potentially be an interesting play. Alright, AMC. The bulls are losing momentum on the MACD for the weekly with a bearish cross on the stochastic. Bearish control zone on the RSI. The daily bears are losing momentum on the MACD with a bullish cross on the stochastic. Looking like the candles are starting to round out a bit here. Bearish control zone on the RSI, but looks like it is attempting to get up around the neutral zone. Bulls gaining momentum on the MACD for the 4 hour, bullish cross on the stochastic. Still very slightly in the bearish control zone on the 4 hour, but attempting to get up around neutral. And making a little attempt at bullish engulfing on the 4 hour candles. Bulls gaining momentum on the MACD for the 1 hour, bullish cross on the stochastic, bullish control zone on the RSI. And I do like the looks of the candles here on the 1 hour, looking like it is starting to round out a bit. Yeah, the RSI looks like it is starting to round out a bit as well. Just based off the daily, with the bears losing momentum, bullish cross, RSI and candles rounding out, could start to be looking nice soon. I'd be waiting for a bit more confirmation before going long, but definitely interesting looking chart. So we're down around $15 currently. The previous all-time high was 72. So just shy of that 5x that I'd typically aim for on an asset. So under the 786, I would be accumulating this asset at these levels. If we see one more meme stock rally over the next year, could be an interesting play. Alright, Dow Jones. Bears lose momentum on the MACD for the weekly. Stochastic is cross bearish but coiling up. RSI pulled back up to the neutral zone. And very nice bullish engulfing candle. We got a wick just down to the 236 fib level. Pushed off that. Nice bullish hammer and attempting to bullishly engulf. Bears lose momentum on the MACD for the daily. Bullish cross on the stochastic. Neutral on the RSI. And now we're just consolidating on this new daily candle so far. Bulls gaining a nice bit of momentum on the 4 hour MACD. Stochastics cross bullish but beginning to coil up. Bullish control zone on the RSI. And this was a very nice candle here before we got this new one that we're just consolidating. And on the 1 hour it looks like we actually have a bull flag going on here. We are quite overbought on the RSI, but it's flattening out. Bulls losing momentum on the MACD. Stochastic very slightly cross bearish. I do like the looks of the bull flag though, so potential makes another attempt at a little pump, but the indicators are starting to look like it wants to cool off a bit. Alright, so for the S&P 500, bears losing momentum on the MACD for the weekly, stochastics cross bearish but beginning to coil up. Very close to the neutral zone on the RSI, just very slightly in the bearish control zone, bullish engulfing on the weekly candle. Bears losing momentum on the MACD for the daily, neutral on the RSI, consolidating on the new daily candle. Past 3 days though has been looking pretty nice. Bulls gaining momentum on the MACD for the 4 hour with a bullish cross on the stochastic, bullish control zone on the RSI with more room to run to the upside, and consolidating on this new 4 hour candle. Bull flag on the 1 hour, overbought on the RSI but flattening out. Bulls losing momentum on the MACD, and stochastic is very slightly cross bearish and beginning to coil up. So the stock indexes look much nicer than they were yesterday. The news about the Fed rate hike definitely played out nicely. Bears losing momentum on the MACD for the weekly, stochastic is cross bearish but beginning to coil up at the 20 zone. Still very slightly in the bearish control zone. Weekly bullish divergence, which that's very significant. And now we're bullishly engulfing above the previous candle. So I really like the looks of the NASDAQ on the weekly. The daily looks quite nice too. Bears losing momentum on the MACD, bullish cross on the stochastic, neutral zone on the RSI, and nice bullish engulfing going on the candles. I'm going to check out gold and silver after I'm done looking at the NASDAQ here, so if there's anything else that you guys want me to take a look at for you tonight, just let me know. Bulls gaining momentum on the MACD for the 4 hour, bullish cross on the stochastic, bullish control zone on the RSI, and attempting to bullishly engulf on the 4 hour candles. Bulls gaining momentum on the MACD for the hourly, stochastics coiled up pretty heavily. We are overbought on the RSI, but it's flattening out, and we have a bull flag going on the 1 hour. So all major US stock indexes are looking quite nice currently and starting to show signs of a potential reversal and rally. Alright, now for gold. Bears are gaining momentum on the MACD for the weekly for the first time since October 2021. Bearish cross on the stochastic, neutral on the RSI. Nice consolidation, big wick right here so far for the weekly candle. Bears losing momentum on the MACD for the daily with a bullish cross on the stochastic. Pretty close to the neutral zone on the RSI, just slightly in the bearish control zone. And attempting to bullishly engulf above these candles here, which would be nice if we see that. Bulls gaining momentum on the MACD for the 4 hour with a bullish cross in the stochastic, bullish control zone on the RSI, bullish divergence, which is really nice to see, and attempting to bullishly engulf. Bulls gaining momentum on the MACD for the hourly, bullish cross on the stochastic. Slightly overbought on the RSI, but still attempting to bullishly engulf on the hourly candle. So I'd like to see this weekly start to come back around and look nicer, and then gold might get a nice little turnaround. Until the weekly starts to turn around, I'll remain cautious. The smaller time frames are looking quite nice though for gold currently. Alright, silver. Bears gaining momentum on the MACD for 2 weeks straight. Bearish cross in the stochastic, very slightly in the bearish control zone. And we'd broken below the fib level. Now we're just getting a nice little bullish hammer here on the candles. Bears losing momentum on the MACD for the daily. Bullish cross in the stochastic. We were just oversold on the RSI. Now we're just in the bearish control zone. And making a little attempt at bullish engulfing on the daily candles. Bulls gaining momentum on the MACD for the 4 hour with a bullish cross on the stochastic, bullish control zone on the RSI, and attempting to bullishly engulf on the 4 hour candles. Not sure why I just zoomed in so much on the RSI here. Yeah, silver I do like the looks of. Even if silver gets a pullback, all we need to do is hold this double bottom on the weekly here, and silver's still looking great. So smaller time frames looks like it may want to make an attempt at a rally. Larger time frames on silver still looking decent. Alright, Tron is looking very nice on the weekly. Bulls gaining momentum on the MACD, bullish cross on the stochastic, bullish control zone on the RSI, and beautiful bullish engulfing candle breaking above the fib level here, which would be the 786 fib level. Probably one of my favorite looking charts for crypto so far today. Bulls gaining momentum on the MACD for the daily, bullish cross on the stochastic. We are overbought on the RSI, but we are still bullishly engulfing on the candles, and beautiful bullish engulfing. Bulls still gaining momentum on the MACD for the 4 hour, bullish cross on the stochastic. Slightly overbought on the RSI for the 4 hour. I really like the looks of this and what happened here. So you can see we got a little run up, broke above the fib level, came back, retested previous resistance as new support, pushed off of here support, and we've just been bullishly engulfing ever since. So very, very nice to see that. Bulls gaining momentum on the MACD for the hourly, bullish cross on the stochastic. It is beginning to coil up, overbought on the RSI, and same thing I was just talking about for the 4 hour. Little rally, finally broke above, confirmed support at previous resistance, and pushed off of there and just been rallying ever since. So definitely one of my favorite looking charts so far for crypto today would be Tron. Yeah, the weekly just looks absolutely phenomenal on this asset, and with the new utility with the USD stablecoin that they're coming out with for Tron's chain, I wouldn't be surprised if Tron ends up being one of the next coins to get a very nice rally on it. So really, really liking the looks of Tron right now. Alright, Netflix. Bears continue to gain momentum on the MACD for the weekly. Stochastic has coiled up pretty heavily below the 20 zone though. Quite oversold on the RSI. And it does look like we have a bit of a bear flag on the weekly, so I'd remain cautious about that for now. On the daily, bears are losing momentum on the MACD with a bullish cross on the stochastic, oversold on the RSI. I do like the way that this is starting to round out here though. And we actually do have some daily bullish divergence on this asset. So with the daily bullish divergence, the bears losing momentum on the MACD, stochastic cross bullish, and we're pulled back to, I believe it's about the 786 fib level. Yeah. Under the 618, closer to the 786. Great accumulation zone. The previous highs on this asset was, I believe, 700 for all-time highs. Yeah, just, oh, actually, if I adjust this, I believe it will be 700. Yeah, so 700 USD, and we're pulled back to 204 USD right now. So for stocks, very, very nice risk-reward ratio, especially on a blue chip like Netflix. And we are very, very oversold. I haven't seen Netflix this oversold on the RSI ever. So definitely possible that this is a very nice zone to be accumulating this asset. Typically, if I'm bullish on an asset, once we get below the 618, I'll begin to accumulate, and if we get down to the 786, I'll pick up heavier bags. So the fact that we're pretty close to the 786, very oversold on the RSI. The stochastic on the weekly looks like it's making an attempt at crossing bullish. And the daily already crossed bullish with the bears losing momentum and bullish divergence on the RSI. Personally, I'm going to be accumulating Netflix at these levels, as it's a very, very nice zone to be accumulating a blue chip stock. Alright, Tesla. MACD's kind of flattening out. Stochastic cross slightly bearish. Starting to coil up. Neutral zone on the RSI. And after the news that we got today, looks like it's got a nice little pump and it's attempting to get back above the 236 fib level, which would be great to see. Bears losing momentum on the MACD for the daily with a bullish cross on the stochastic. Neutral on the RSI. And now we're attempting to bullishly engulf and break above that 236 fib. For the 4 hour, bulls are gaining momentum on the MACD with a bullish cross on the stochastic, neutral on the RSI. Same thing for the 4 hour, making an attempt at breaking the fib level. For the 1 hour, bulls gaining momentum on the MACD, bullish cross on the stochastic. Bullish control zone on the RSI with more room to run to the upside if it really wants to. And I'm really liking the looks of this bullish engulfing going on here on the candles. If this gets back above the 236 and then pulls back a little and forms support here, could start to be looking very nice for Tesla at that point. So I don't mind the looks of Tesla currently. It's definitely starting to look a lot nicer. Alright, Apple. Bears losing a bit of momentum on the MACD for the weekly. Stochastic's coiling up quite a bit. It is cross bearish for now though. Neutral on the RSI. And very nice bullish engulfing over the past 2 weeks of the thicker part of the candles. For the daily, bears are losing momentum on the MACD. Bullish cross on the stochastic. Neutral on the RSI. Yeah, I really like the looks of the bullish engulfing candle going on. 4 hour bulls gaining momentum on the MACD, bullish cross on the stochastic, 4 hour bullish divergence, which I really like the looks of, and attempting to bullishly engulf. Bulls gaining momentum on the MACD for the hourly, stochastic is coiled up pretty heavily though, above the 80. Slightly overbought on the RSI, but still attempting to bullishly engulf here. Oh, no problem at all, man. Anything you want me to check out for you tonight? Alright, GameStop. For the weekly, bulls are losing momentum on the MACD with a bearish cross on the stochastic. It's looking pretty similar to AMC. Neutral on the RSI. So far for this week, we got a little bit of a bounce after that news today. Bears losing momentum on the MACD for the daily. Bullish cross on the stochastic. Very, very slightly in the bearish control zone on the RSI, but attempting to get into the neutral zone. And making a bit of an attempt at bullish engulfing on the candle. For the 4 hour, we have the first bullish momentum attempting to build since April 1st. Bullish cross on the stochastic. Very, very slightly into the bearish control zone, attempting to go neutral on the RSI, and bullish engulfing on the candles. I'll finish taking a look at this, and then I'll take a look at BTT for you, and I'll see what it's looking like. Bulls gaining momentum on the MACD for the hourly, bullish cross on the stochastic, bullish control zone on the RSI, and bullishly engulfing. So for both AMC and GameStop, I'd wait for a little bit longer to get more of a confirmation of a rally, but they are starting to look a bit nicer than they were. Okay, BTT. Oh, no problem at all. I didn't take a look at this one tonight. Yeah, this is definitely an interesting looking chart. Broke all major support. Bulls attempting to gain momentum on the MACD. Bullish cross on the stochastic. Oversold on the RSI. Wow. Yeah, this is a ridiculous pullback. I mean, this looks pretty high risk to me, but at these levels that it's currently at, doesn't really look like it's that horrible of an idea to be accumulating. So this would definitely be a more high risk play, but if this does end up getting a rally, really, really crazy upside potential on this. Alright, so for the 4 hour, bulls gaining some slight momentum on the MACD, bullish cross on the stochastic. There is 4 hour bullish divergence, which is something that I like to see. So we go from a low to a lower low on the candles, but a low to a higher low on the RSI. So bullish divergence, sign potential reversal back to the upside. Bullish cross on the stochastic, bulls gaining momentum on the MACD. For the 1 hour, MACD looks kind of choppy. Stochastic is crossed bearish, but beginning to coil up. Neutral on the RSI, and just choppy consolidation going on here for the candles currently. Yeah, this once we broke all major support, this definitely became more of a risky asset to accumulate. But just based off of how floored this currently is, if it does run, the upside potential on this would be absolutely insane. So let's see. Yeah. It's harder to get a good look at it just based on what's going on right here with the candles. But I'd buy a little YOLO bag or something just to see what happens at these levels. Whenever something's this floored, if it does get another rally, well, returns could be great, but this is very high risk. Anything else that you guys want me to check out for you tonight? And if you guys are enjoying the stream, don't forget to smash the like button. Alright, Matic. Bears losing momentum on the MACD for the weekly. Stochastic is attempting to cross bullish. Still in the bearish control zone on the RSI for now, but looking alright for the weekly candle here. Bears losing momentum on the MACD for the daily with a bullish cross on the stochastic. Bearish control zone for the RSI. I do like that we got up above this fib level. If we form support here, that'll be looking nice. Bulls gaining momentum on the MACD for the 4 hour with a bullish cross on the stochastic. Bullish control zone on the RSI. And the candles, it looks alright. Looks like some consolidation, maybe a little attempt at a rally. Bulls losing some slight momentum on the MACD for the 1 hour. Stochastic coiled up heavily, overbought on the RSI. Still attempting to bullishly engulf though. Yeah, if we see this weekly begin to get a more clear cross and bears losing more momentum, could start to look nice. I'd remain a little cautious on this asset until we start to see more signs of a rally, but starting to look nice. And we're at the 618 fib level, which that's typically where I'll begin to accumulate an asset if I'm bullish on it. And if there's nothing else that you guys want to see tonight, I'll just check out Hex here and then I'll call it a night. Yeah, Hex is looking great. First bullish momentum on the MACD since the 18th of October 2021. Very nice clear bullish cross on the stochastic, neutral on the RSI. And now we're just pressed up above this at the fib level, the 618, attempting to break bullish here. Bulls gaining momentum on the MACD for the daily, bullish cross on the stochastic, slightly overbought on the RSI. And now we're just at the fib level. It's attempting to decide whether it's going to form support and pop here, or if this is going to be resistance and pull back slightly. Bulls losing slight momentum on the MACD for the 4 hour, bullish cross on the stochastic, overbought on the RSI, and now it's just some pretty heavy consolidation going on here at this fib level while it decides what to do. Bulls losing momentum on the MACD for the hourly, bullish cross on the stochastic, slightly overbought on the RSI, and just a lot of consolidation on the 1 hour. Yeah, the weekly for Hex, really like the looks of this chart. Definitely one of the nicest looking charts currently for crypto. If we see a nice break bullish out of past the 618 here, wouldn't be surprised if this gets a nice rally, as there'd be more bullish momentum building at that point, and the stochastic will probably just keep on being a nice bullish cross. So it's not going to take much for Hex to really start to rally, so I'll be keeping a close eye on Hex over the coming streams. And alright, well if there's nothing else that you guys want to see tonight, I'm going to call it a night. I'll talk to you all tomorrow, and I hope you all have a great evening.
somewhere far away. I want you back. I want you back. Talking to the moon right now. Hiding through the window in my room. There's not much I love to say, and I don't have the strength to fight. I feel that inside like I've been buried in a grave, and you stepped in my soul alive. You stepped away. Oh, here's to you. I down a couple more to drown the pain. No, I'm not alright. I'm not gonna lie. I give up my life. I have you in my life, maybe in and out of life. It'd be just you and I never stop loving you. I want you back. You back. I want you back. I want you back. I know you're somewhere out there, somewhere far away. I want you back. I want you back.